My name is Aisha Nuruddin and I'm 28 years old and I'm currently a second year TESOL student at HELP University. I decided to join this program because I've always wanted to help people in one way or another, and I initially studied international relations in hopes of getting into politics, but I ultimately found it unfulfilling. That's when I realized that my true calling was teaching. I found that HELP's TESOL program really checked all the boxes in what I was looking for in a degree. However, while I've had a lot of fun during this degree so far, there have been some challenges that I have faced along the way. Firstly, I've had poor time management during my first couple of semesters of this program. I haven't been in school in a few years and I was suddenly overwhelmed with the amount of deadlines and assignments that I had to do. Because of this, I found myself doing assignments at the last minute, and sometimes I even found it hard to keep track of the important dates. I overcame this challenge by devising a new system on how to manage my time better. I bought a whiteboard to keep as my calendar, which is color-coded according to the different subjects that I'm taking according to the semester. And I would write down the important deadlines and all the assignment deadlines, and I would check them off. I also use a system called time boxing, where I allocate specific time slots to work on an assignment as opposed to doing it all in one go. And I would say that has definitely helped me become a better and more organized student. Another challenge that I've had and still do face is my short attention span. I have ADHD and I find it hard to truly focus for long periods of time. Even though I try, I will always get distracted by one thing or another. This has obviously been a problem as I would miss out on certain points during the lectures. I found that a way that I could keep attention for a longer period of time is by stimming, and it helps me focus better. I'd find something to do with my hands and I would repeat certain motions or movements during my lectures. I also get up every now and again and move around. However, now that I'm attending physical classes, I can't really do that and I'm unable to walk around during lectures. And instead, after the lectures, I will look at my slides to see if there's anything that I missed out during the lectures. I also try to write down notes from my computer as a way of studying. Prior to joining HELP, I always thought that I knew more or less, what went into a TESOL degree. I thought to myself, it's just learning how to teach English. How hard could it be? However, I have learned so much about TESOL, and I learned that TESOL is so much more intricate than I expected. And I know that there's so much more that goes into teaching TESOL than just knowing the grammar rules and having a large vocabulary. For example, I never knew the amount of work that goes into each lesson plan and how teaching is divided into multiple parts like listening and reading. I've also gained so much as a TESOL student from my lecturers, who are always so eager to share their experiences and knowledge. I've loved listening to them talk about their own TESOL journey, and it's been really eye-opening to listen about that. A cool thing from this program is that I honestly incorporate some things that I've learned from this course into my daily life. For example, I took psychology for English teachers during my first semester, and I always try to step back and think about the situation that I'm in and think about how I can handle it better, having gained the knowledge of psychology such as the self-determination theory and things like metacognition. Psycholinguistics has taught me a lot about how the brain processes language and how kids learn language as babies, which is absolutely fascinating to me. And it also made me hyper aware of my nephew, who will be turning 4 soon, and how he was when he was learning how to talk. And I got to apply some of the things that I learned to help him develop language better and not hinder him from speaking. And philosophy of education is also something that I'm really, really thankful for, as I've been exposed to alternative forms of learning, such as Swiftworks, which I am genuinely interested in, researching more about and exploring more in the future. One major impact that the TESOL program has had on me is the perseverance of lecturers throughout this pandemic. I've been so blessed over the past year and a half to have gotten such dedicated and passionate lecturers, who have adapted from teaching face-to-face to teaching online and now doing both at the same time, and incorporating various forms of technology and different platforms into the lessons to keep us students excited to learn. It's really made me appreciate the work that teachers do for their students, and I truly do aspire to be that dedicated to giving my future students, my best as a future English teacher. Another significant impact that TESOL has had on me is that it has heightened my ability to perceive language in a way, and how much weight words can have. Subjects like psychology for English teachers and psycholinguistics and even semantics have taught me how important it is to choose my words wisely in order to facilitate students' learning instead of hindering it. I'm always aware of the way I use my words around young ones, and I intend to keep learning more and be more sensitive to my word choice in the future when I will start teaching. So my future goal is to start teaching secondary students or adult learners after I graduate from this program. I also intend to take my master's a few years down the line, and so that I will be more equipped to teach students at a higher level. Having these qualifications will also help me in my dream of opening a community center that is designed to be a place where the youth can go to learn subjects like English, as well as develop certain creative skills such as photography and designing to give them a competitive edge for when they start working. I plan to achieve this by being the best student that I can be right now and absorb as much as I can from this program. I've also started reading more and doing more word exercises to keep my brain sharp and alert so that I can focus better in class. Aside from that, I'm also learning different skills in my free time, such as film development and film developing, so that I can teach it to the students in the future. And I've also been researching about alternative forms of teaching and contacting certain organizations to learn more about them. And that is pretty much all about me and my TESOL journey at HELP so far. Thank you so much for watching.